Shadow Day. It's the day on which there's a shadow. Oh, Sandy, hello. Oh.
Broader road.
A very true statement. Alright.
Thank you for repeating.
Yes.
Congratulations. Because I haven't seen you since all that, but congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Heidi Rangers, you're all beautiful. Heidi, Sarah. Heidi. Where'd she go? The fuck does she know who I was?
Hello, sir.
Hmm. Hey, bud. I'm probably not gonna be on all that long. But I don't know.
Tips.
D.
Howdy.
Moody.
Hello there.
Sarah.
Okay, I can appreciate the honesty. Eddie Moody. Well, don't let me keep you from doing neither. That's really the best course of action to take, but stay safe, yeah?
You don't think I should do ranching?
No, I don't like ranching. I don't know why I'd inflict that on anyone else.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'd rather enjoy ranching. That's fine.
Hey, that's okay. That's what keeps the world moving. Okay, fair enough. Well, hopefully it's not too long of a wait.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And just so everybody's aware, we ain't here causing trouble. We don't mess with strangers. We don't mess with medics. So we're fine.
Well, I appreciate that profoundly, and I appreciate the honesty.
Of course.
All right. Y'all stay safe.
Y'all as well.
Thank you. How you doing, Moody?
I'm alright. Good to see you, alright?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Like, nothing happened, so it's all right.
Oh, well, good. Have you seen Silas by any chance?
Is he teaching the triage course?
Maybe?
He might be in the wood shop. Check the wood shop.
Okay.
Yep.
I woke
I'd
up
imagine
to a
he's either there or
strange
in the back.
telegram from my daughter, so
Oh, okay. All right.
something about
Yes, I am. No, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah.
How
So
do
was
you
that
too,
Moody?
Jane?
Sorry, hi Moody. I said hi earlier.
You were whispering just
You
now,
didn't
I
say
think.
hi. Andy, sorry. Hi D. I said hi earlier too. I'm sorry. You just had
That's okay.
a quiet voice.
No, she just said that one of us might be in danger, and it was real vague. So I
Well,
don't know. I don't want to interrupt the class, but you know.
no, go check on him. Go check on him. It's good to check on him. Silas might be in the wood shop, right? I'm not sure. Jane?
Yeah, I think so. He's heading to
Yeah.
the class.
I meant
Okay,
one of us is
perfect.
in me or Sandy,
Mm.
but
No, I understood. Yeah.
I told her to chat with him about things if I'm not around. So,
Okay, fair enough. Well,
well, thanks.
of
be
course.
safe, y'all.
thank you. You as well.
Yeah, you
Stay
too,
safe.
please.
How we gonna know their next, or their spine is whatever you said?
Severe, you'll know if you see it.
All right.
And if you do see that, don't move them. Don't move them at all. Come to me. It's probably gonna end up being.
He's legitimately mid-teaching. We'll just sit and wait. Turtle? Cool. Johnny be good. Excuse me.
Sorry, Moody.
It's alright. Hmm. Well, she did do this, Cassandra. Cool. Tobias Autumn. Interesting. Two of us. No aliases whatsoever.
It'll start to push the water that is in the chest up because of the way they slump over the horse. It'll actually help move that out. Might help buy you some time on the way to the medical office soon.
Like that creepy there?
It'll come out because gravity will be pulling it. Doesn't always solve the issue, but I know it's really scary if the person is not breathing and you want to do something there. And it fights the instinct to take them to a medical office as quick as you can. But just know that even having them slumped over your horse, the pressure from their body being pressed against the horse and gravity pulling it down, it will help pull some of that water out. Okay, I'll be quiet now. Okay, good.
Now, in the case of, there are times when the situation that someone has been through is incredibly dire, and they are going to be in a lot of distress, and they may have some emotional trauma. Now, there's a lot that you can do to help keep people calm. Don't panic. The very first thing, don't panic. Y'all are trained. You know what you're doing. You be confident in your abilities. Don't panic alongside them. Okay. You want to make sure that everybody is feeling as safe and calm and comfortable around y'all as humanly possible. That is, a huge part. Especially if somebody is conscious, if they're in shock, they're going to be terrified. Okay, just try to relax them, talk to them. Just have a little conversation with them, ask them questions. Help take their mind off things. I know some people in this room are damn funny as hell. So please, try to make them laugh a little bit. Not enough to where it hurts them, but make them feel comfortable, make them feel at ease. Disarm them with a little bit of humor. It helps. It really does.
Oh, we got Agua in here. I feel like I heard him.
You can help them with some breathing exercises.
Agua on
you
my
can help them
left,
just by focusing.
Zeke
somebody's
in the
feeling
far
dizzy,
back right with
if they're
Emily
maybe
to
a little
his
bit
right.
concussed,
That's the red
throw a
head.
couple fingers and ask them how many they hold. Even if they don't see it, even if they say, "Oh,
I
I
don't
see
know
18
those
fingers,"
three or
it's a
this other
distraction.
lady with the
These kind
cigarette,
of things
and
help
not
the
from
system
behind anyway.
realign itself. It keeps them focused on something else aside from the pain that you're in. And if you're around other people, especially if there's somebody they're with their loved one or one of their dear friends, and they're freaking out because their friend is injured, just keep calm too. Everybody in the
I have
situation,
no idea who that
we're
is.
all about de-escalating the situation, making sure everybody's feeling calm and safe and comfortable and at ease. All right. So just walk them through what's happening. Tell them, but don't say, "Oh my God, you're bleeding so badly." Just say, "Well, you've gotten a little bit of an injury, and we're going to take care of you and get you to a medical office so you can get taken care of as quickly as possible." It's just honestly, the calmer you can keep them, easier it is for us to treat them when they arrive, and especially if their loved ones are there. We don't want people having like being in quite a state, because that's going to make the patient nervous. It's going to make us nervous. It's going to make y'all nervous. So we just want to stay calm and cool, smooth as a river stones. All right, frictionless. Okay. So, there could be some minor treatments that y'all can do that'll help us out quite a bit, especially if y'all in an office with us. We might ask you to help us. Wait around. You don't have to just drop somebody off and say, "Okay, bye." If you want, you can stay and you can give some assistance. We might ask you to hold some gauze. We might ask you to hand us some stuff. It really is very useful, especially if there's somebody who is on their own on duty. Please stick around and help them out. We appreciate the help, and we'll ask. You can just wait around. We'll give instructions. Once you're in a medical office, that's our domain. And if you want some
You're in
assistance,
my
we'll ask.
kingdom
You
now.
don't have to just jump in and start holding gauze on people without being asked. But if you say, "Hey, can you hold some gauze on that?" If you feel comfortable doing it, please do. We appreciate that. You might notice that some people have some, minus and cuts and, grazes and all that. You can go ahead. You know how to pack and wrap, so clean them up. Help wrap it up. That's okay. Help them with the temperature regulation. Like you said, get some warm bottles of water or a cool cloth if they're having heat stroke. Everything that y'all know how to do outside the office, you could do inside the office as well. And we'll ask. And if you notice any bumps on people's heads and things like that, it's all right to just kind of dab that off, clean it up a little bit. It's not going to be the end of the world if you help somebody clean up something. It's fine. So as long as you feel comfortable providing the treatment, and especially if you've been asked to do so, please do. It's very helpful. We appreciate it. So now that you've brought somebody into an office, you've handed them off to us. We definitely want to know, like I said, what are the injuries? What have you done? What steps have you taken? That's very important to know. We want to know exactly what you've done, just so that we can provide, the best treatment that we can, knowing the most information that we have. What have you done to stabilize it? Have you splintered any broken bones? Have you, have you brought their temperature up? That kind of thing. Even if something has been resolved, say somebody's going in hypothermia, you put some warm bottles of water near them, we would still want to know that they were hypothermic at some point. Anything that you've done, we want to know. It helps us out a lot, because we might miss something just because we didn't see it or weren't aware. If there's anything complicated that happened, if there's anything that we need to be aware of, just let us know. Now, if you are waiting for medical to arrive because you've sent in a tip, you know that there's medical on duty, because you can look on the little blackboards right outside of our offices and see how many people are on duty right now. If you know there's people on duty, somebody will come. In all likelihood. If they don't, local doctors and nurses are fully capable of taking care of all that. But we do come as soon as we are able. So while you're there waiting for us to arrive, check those vitals. See if anything changes. See if there's anything else that might have popped up since the situation has begun and you've got them into an office. Wait for a patient as long as you can. Don't just drop them off and leave them there, please. That's going to be especially for people who are conscious and they're struggling, it's going to scare them to be alone. Provide them comfort. That's what we're all out here Yeah, I want you to have one. I don't actually want you to, but yeah, sure, absolutely. So we could do a little demonstration here if you want, as we're wrapping things up. You know, Miss Dames here is going to provide a demonstration. All right.
Oh, can you talk a little bit louder? Can't quite hear.
What usually is? What might be wrong with me? Oh,
All right.
oh,
All right. Who's up?
Oh.
Okay, somebody's been injured.
I'll do it.
All right,
oh.
all right, Senior Deputy. What's the very first thing that you're gonna do?
I'm gonna check around, make sure there ain't no damn critters out here that could be a harm to me or put me in jeopardy. Make sure that the area is secure.
Absolutely. All right, it is safe. There are no critters. There are no criminals. You are good to go. There's just you and an injured person out in the middle of nowhere.
All right, Miss Veronica, it's me, Senior Deputy Jim Hollister. You awake? You conscious?
I love Hollister so much.
Oh, so much pain. I don't think I could be unconscious.
All right,
enjoy
where you
him.
hurting from? I'm here to help.
My leg.
Your leg. All right. What happened to you? Did you get kicked by a horse, or fall, or?
No, I never get kicked by a horse. No, I had a bit of a fall. I had a bit of a slip.
All right. From how high? Look around.
Oh gosh, it might have been my horse or something. It could have just hit a rock.
Right.
I don't know. But I just roly-polied and got up, and I'm in such pain with my knee.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick look over. Do I see any kind of obvious broken skin, bones sticking out, anything like that?
Oh, look! Take a look there. Oh, you would see something there. I'm sure of it. Oh.
Well, it looks like you. It looks like I see some broken skin here, but I don't know that. It don't look too bad there, Veronica. I think you're gonna make it.
Oh, you
All
think?
right. So just
Do you
relax.
Think? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
worried it could
Yeah.
go.
I don't. It does look really painful now. I'm just
No.
so. I'm just gonna take a better look here.
Oh.
All right, that might be. You might have like a little small break to it. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna get. I'm
Right.
just gonna.
Is it dirt
I ain't
there?
got. Yeah, there is, but I ain't got no clean water. I just carry my canteen water. So, what I'm gonna do though is I'm just gonna. It don't look like it's bleeding too bad.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna gently. I'm gonna take put your leg. We got these two pieces of wood over here, so I'm gonna grab those, and I'm just gonna put them alongside your leg just in case, okay?
Okay.
And then we're just gonna secure them with some bandages
Okay.
and make sure that everything's okay for you. All right. So I'm just
Thank
gonna
you.
grab these pieces of wood.
Yes. A bit of wood. Not. Make sure it's got no spiky bits in it, please.
No short spiky bits.
Yep, that's a good thing right there. This one right here had a nail in it, so yeah, I don't think I'd want to use that one. So I'll grab these
okay.
other two though. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna put them on the outside of your pants leg, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Now this might. I ain't gonna put too much pressure on it, but you know, just
Yes.
might hurt just a tiny bit. So.
Okay. Right. Oh. Thank you.
All right. Can you hold these pieces right there for me while I take these bandages and kind of wrap it around to secure it?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna help you up. Now, I want you to lean on me. I don't want you to put any pressure on that leg. Okay. Are you hurt anywhere else?
Ow. Oh, we're gonna try and get up. Oh.
Okay. All right. No, I'm gonna help you up. All right. So you can lean on me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll even carry you over to
Yes,
my horse. Okay.
Yes.
That's all right. I'll carry you over to my horse. All right.
Okay. All right. I'll get up. I get up slowly. Oh, yes. There you go.
All
I
right,
shall lean
then I'm gonna
upon
take you over to the doctor's office. We'll get you
Okay.
some real help.
Real help. Okay,
Real
and
help.
scene.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Wonderfully
And
done.
scene.
Very well
And
done.
a round of applause, please, for our volunteer. Thank you very much. Hope there was some learnings from there. And
It's very nice. Very nice.
thank you. Thank you very
Very-
much, Hollister. What's the
Yeah,
Good
learnings?
job, Deputy.
So, any questions before we wrap up today, everybody? All right.
Yeah, it's the one quick question.
Sure.
Has the state medical office implemented the suppositories for criminals program yet?
As far as I'm aware, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
All right. All right.
Hey,
We're working.
Sideways and cactus wraps. It's fine.
Yeah, we we're working on that. We're trying to get clearance. I don't know if they're going to let us do that. You know, we want to
Yeah.
do no harm as often as possible. But I do appreciate your question. All right. Look, y'all.
I'm sorry, what's a suppository?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not something that you have to worry about right now. Hopefully ever. All right. If you do need to know, then we'll talk about it in a medical office. And you know, it can be a very private thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard
Alright.
about those in Cisco.
It's a treatment, a form of treatment, a way of administering medication.
Yes.
There's topical, there's
It goes
intravenously,
up wire?
there's muscular, etc. So yeah.
Yeah.
Goes up wire?
Oh boy. Any
Yeah.
other questions, non-suppository related?
Yes.
So,
Z.
if somebody has hypothermia,
Mm-hmm.
would we rub their limbs to increase
Yeah.
blood flow?
You absolutely can.
Question.
Elevating the legs is a good way to do it, especially if it's safe to do so. You definitely can help to stimulate by rubbing limbs. Absolutely, especially in the extremities, the fingers, the toes. Yes, you absolutely can. Now, you know, you might have multiple people. You might not be able to provide that kind of care, but warm canteens, wrapping them up in blankets, elevating the legs, and definitely giving you don't want to be too hard on them because there might be other injuries that you don't see, but it can very much help. Absolutely, 100%. Great question.
And another question about that: is there
Yeah.
such a thing as too many layers, like too many blankets?
Yeah, if it's going to be a matter where we're going to have, if we have to cut them out of blankets before we can get them treatment, maybe. You know, at a certain point, you're not really going to be doing much. You know, once they're insulated pretty well, then their own the body is still pretty warm, even though it's in hypothermia. But yeah, so you don't want to put 10 blankets on somebody. The weight of that can definitely cause extra problems, so you don't need to. So there can be too many layers. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I saw a question from a friend from Transit. Quinn?
Yes. Should we take off their freezing wet clothes?
In some circumstances, yes. If they are soaking wet and extremely cold, yeah, I would recommend that. At least some of the layers, absolutely. You want to get them dry, you want to get them warm, but you also, again, don't want to do it too fast. So it can very much help. If their jacket is soaked through, their shirt is soaked through, yeah, it can absolutely help to remove those. Yes.
One important caveat to all of you, by the way, I'm Nurse Moody, is don't forget about your own heat or cool situation while helping somebody else with hypothermia. If you are curious about what happens if you are so focused on helping someone who is too cold that you forget about yourself, just ask Silas to show you his foot.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Thanks, I guess, Booty. Any other questions?
Should we go around the room and ask each person to let us know a learning that they've got from this session today? So if we go around, starting just in front of me here, one by one, just what have you learned from this session? What about you? Have you learned anything?
She's gonna think about it.
She's going to think about it. Hollister, learning.
Yeah, when triaging, look for arterial bleeds first, then breathing, and then walking wounded. As far as somebody treating or trying to assess wounds, right? Pay
Excellent.
attention to
thank you.
artery bleed first, breathing issues, and then walking.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Perfect. And the chap next to you? Oh, that's you, Moody. You wouldn't learn anything.
Yes, hello, Veronica.
And
I-
you, Transit Officer, yes?
Well, I learned what a suppository is today. I also learned to treat hypothermia by not cooling them or not warming them up too quickly, very slowly with blankets.
Excellent. And the chap behind you, long-haired chap. Sorry, I don't know your names. Apologise. I'm doing it by.
That's right. I have relearned the ABCs.
Perfect. Chap with the lovely cap there and the beard.
Yeah, the ABCs were wonderful to learn. I also learned about heat exhaustion, so.
Very good. And
That guy sounds
chap with the hat
familiar.
that's got a big brim.
Learned that putting someone on the
Ouch,
back
you.
of your horse can help get water out of their lungs. I didn't know that.
Very good one. Yeah, the pressure on it. That's an excellent one. And in
And
front
Molly?
of me there. I'm sorry, I don't know your names. I do apologise.
It's all right. I've done this before, so I don't know if we went
Oh,
over
well.
any new information.
2 new learnings from you. Then, if you've done it before, you should give me 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time I did this with Nathan, we went over snake bites. Sometimes the best thing to do is one, get them to the medical office very quickly, or, use a tourniquet to slow the poison flow. And well, I didn't know about the ABC, so I suppose that's one thing as well. I did know
Excellent.
about, breathing and pulse, but I didn't know they were called the ABCs.
Yeah. Airway, breathing, circulation. Yeah.
Thank you. And last but not least, white shirt.
Okay, I learned 2 things. Like what Colin was saying, the water getting out of the lungs in the back of the horse, and the too many layers. I didn't know that was a thing, so I learned both those. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for answering that question about your learnings. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Have you think somebody's like got poisoned like real bad and such, like especially if they drink something or ate something like that, putting them on the back of your horse and riding them around might have the same effect, getting them to throw up?
Well, that is potential. And on the subject of poisoning and snake bites, if you feel like somebody has maybe been given something, they maybe have ingested something, you want to take extreme and great care.
Yeah, I only ask because there's been several deputies that have been poisoned and damn near died. So I think
yeah, go ahead, Bella, please.
I was just gonna say, so just to reiterate, the question was about if putting deputies or anyone who has been poisoned on the back of the horse would have the same effect as a drowned victim. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, if that's, obviously
Okay.
you want to get them to a medical office as fast as possible.
Okay, so no, the answer would be no, it would be different.
Okay.
A drowning is the airway and lungs have become obstructed by water and sediment. For a poisoning, it's not usually that you've consumed something and it caused an obstruction by volume. The problem is what has caused the problem.
I see.
With poisonings, if somebody stops breathing with a poisoning, it's very rarely that they had too much of the poison and it just became a volume issue, and more that their body reacted in a way that it closed the airway by constricting it or causing swelling. Or it's affecting their the circulation. It can be affecting a lot of things. So applying pressure by laying them on a horse isn't really going to help because it's going to be very difficult to get that poison out. If you are going to get it out, the best thing you could do is get them to a medical office as quickly as possible. We have a few things
Yes,
that can
indeed.
help
Hi, Cobbles.
safely get them to vomit up things if they swallow it.
Okay.
But if they are injected,
You
with
missed some fun
something,
stuff
or
earlier.
It's administered topically, which means
Not fun,
it's been
fun,
put
but
on
it
their
was fun.
skin
I thought
and
it was fun.
absorbed. Those things, it's not going to help to have them throw up because it didn't go in that way.
I see. All right.
So yeah, it's different than drowning. The horse
Pre-
trick really, it's part of it is to make you feel a little less guilty about putting somebody who's not breathing on your horse when you feel like everything in the world is telling you you need to do something right that second. And it also does help with the pressure and gravity pulling the water out.
Thank you for the clarification on that.
Absolutely.
Just a quick add-on to that. The most important thing, whether it's being bitten by venomous snakes or ingesting or injecting or absorbing poison, is the surroundings around the person as well. If we can identify what was taken, what bit them, whatever information we give to medical is paramount. So before moving them, take a look around, see if you notice anything, and of course, if you don't, get them to the medical office as quickly as possible.
You know, like I found somebody one time, they had like a yellow kind of ochre green kind of stain along the gums and part of the lips,
Mhm.
you know, and it looked like they'd been foaming at the mouth a little bit.
Yeah, symptoms
Yeah.
as well. If you can give that to medical department as you are with them, so as soon as they walk in, you be like, all right, we got foaming, seizures, whatever else. As long as you can share that with the medical, uh, you're there to give us information to them as quickly as possible. So be observant.
Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just on the subject of a snake bite, don't try to suck out the poison. Don't try to do anything with
No,
a snake
do
bite.
not do
You might
that.
notice it might be swollen and things like that. They might be begging you, please suck out the poison. Don't do that. Bring them to a medical office as soon as you can. All right.
And no bloodletting. Do not cut them to get the blood out.
No, do not put anything in. Do not take anything out. That includes their own blood. Okay.
I actually do have a question I just thought of.
Sure.
Should we be using tourniquets at all?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. If you feel
Okay.
like it can help, you can. If you have a maybe a gun belt, if you have a leather strap on you can tourniquet to help slow a bleed. That definitely is going to be
Yeah, we
part
know.
of packing and wrapping. It's going to try to staunch the bleeding. That is kind of the main goal. Is just to get them stable. And if they are bleeding extremely heavily, especially if it's an arterial bleed, then yes, you can tourniquet. Now, the again, the locations where you're going to want to put a tourniquet is above the wound, not on the wound. You don't want
Right.
to do below the wound because blood flows kind of down through the body. So you're going to want to try to, if it's something on the arm, put it up above. If it's on the forearm, put it right above the elbow. If it's on the upper leg, put it right around the top of the thigh where the hip and the leg meet. If it's down on the shin, put it right around at the top of the knee. That kind of thing. If it's on the torso, you want to put it up around the chest as much as you can. But again, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it. But if you feel like you have a good idea that tourniquet will help, go right ahead. Feel free.
Okay. How tight should we tie something like that?
You
Just
don't
out
want
of
to stop
curiosity.
circulation entirely
Mhm.
because that could cause more damage than good. So you just want to get it nice and tight until you notice that the bleed starts to slow.
Okay. All right.
And
Thank you.
don't tourniquet longer than 10 minutes or you can cause complications like that. as
Emily
well.
on it. Yeah.
Okay. No tourniquets longer than 10 minutes. Got it.
Yeah,
The
basically
time
just,
yourself.
just so you can move them. Yeah, just so you can move and get them to an office. If it's going to take you longer than 10 minutes to get to an office, don't move.
Take it back off.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions, comments, thoughts,
Concerns.
complaints,
No.
outrages?
Wait, how did we go from to outrages?
Yes, nobody even had a complaint to be outraged. Dr. Reed.
I'm slightly
I'm
outraged that we don't have Emily in these classes more often.
Yes, I am
I'm
too.
outraged
Who's
that you
Emily?
divorced me, Silas.
Oh, it is
I'm City
Jed.
Ranger Emily Brooks.
Ah, pleasure. Pleasure to meet you.
It is Jed.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm outraged that I can't pull off yellow as good as Silas can. But
You know
that
what?
doesn't really have to do with the class. So.
I believe you can. You just got to try. You
I,
got to believe in yourself.
I don't think I could.
If there's one takeaway from this class, just believe in yourself. All right, y'all do a great job every day. You keep everybody safe. You help us do our jobs better. We appreciate you all. I appreciate y'all for coming, for your patience, for your attention, for your questions, for just bearing with me. This was my first time doing one of these classes. Everybody but Moody, I appreciate you so much. If you have, if
You know I had to razz you, buddy.
Anyway, if anybody has anything else you want to talk to me after class, feel free. You're around for a little bit, but I am about to go out to do this. So y'all have a great night. Thank you again.
Hey,
Hey, good job,
Dr. Bella
everyone.
can talk to
You
you.
did great, Silas.
Thank you very
yes,
much,
yes.
Silas. I can
Yeah,
talk
great
to you
job,
about a
Silas.
matter.
Okay, sure.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll talk to you, no problem.
Wait, who did you need? Who did
Oh,
you need?
Dr. Bella. This is something we
Bella.
discussed the other day, yeah.
You can be Dr. Bella if you want to.
No, thank you. I cannot pull off
What does that
the
mean?
coincidence well.
Oh,
Because I can't
you
pull off a
could.
coincidence with
Just
I've-
believe in yourself, Silas.
Yeah,
What
what
happened
was
to
that?
Believe in
Believe in
yourself,
yourself?
yeah,
Your
take that
waistline would be
advice.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've got
you
a-
I mean, combined with that hairline,
Oh.
Jesus, you'd be
Oh my god.
unstoppable.
Okay, I'm going.
Stop
All
calling
right,
it
y'all.
on his hairline. That's why
Hey,
you wear
you do
a
me
big
a
ass
small
fucking
favor
hat
before
that
you
covers
go,
your
dude.
fucking forehead.
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
Yep.
Thanks
Exactly.
again, Alberta.
Hey.
Hey, Liddy.
He loved his hairline. What do you mean?
Hey, Silas, I do actually need to talk to you. So, when you're done with Jed,
If you would like to talk to me, I have a feeling this is going to take a minute.
well, I was just going to ask, you know anything about the telegram that Sandy or I might be in danger?
Because we are an equipped
Uh,
and allergic reaction. Some people are allergic to
She
lemon.
she was I guess she said she was kidnapped and threatened, and they want there was a man named Winston and wanted her to provide some sort of medical care, but she thinks maybe that they're confusing her with you. Maybe that's about all I know. She's talked to law. I walked her over to the law office to make sure that they talked to law. I spent a little time with her today just to make sure that she wasn't alone. But beyond that, I don't know. No.
Sure, strange. I don't see why anybody would be kidnapping either of us for that.
Well done, the stabilizer.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll have
All
to
right,
check y'all's
thanks.
paperwork to make sure you get it
Yeah,
checked
no
off.
problem.
Jed, I like the hair. I didn't even recognize you.
No, thank you, Moody.
All right. Well done.
I'm off. See you, fun friends.
Thank you for behaving.
Yeah.
Sorry, Moody.
That's all right. You didn't hit me.
Too quick for me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna log off and go to bed. Because that was the plan anyway. I only stuck around because of that telegram. And maybe saying something to Silas if he knew.